water, earth, fire, air. Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then, everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked. Only the brown boy Wonder, master of all four elements, could stop them. But when the podcasting world needed him the most, he vanished. 100 years passed, and my brother and I discovered the new brown boy Wonder, an airbender named Abrar. And although his airbending skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he's ready to save anyone. But I believe Abrar can save the podcasting world.
Welcome to the Brown Boy Wonder podcast. We are back with episodes 16, 17, and the season finale 18 of Avatar, The Last Airbender. We're pretty much done with season 2, but let's talk about it. I do have my guest here, is Skyler. Skyler, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. We're finally done with season 2 of a really good show.
Yeah, man, we are almost done. We're almost at the finish line of season 2. But let's talk about episode 16, Lake is it Laogai?
Lake Laogai.
Laogai, okay. This is I think from this episode on it gets intense.
Shit gets real.
In the beginning, Sokka was, drawing posters, and I was expecting of him drawing Carl, the frog picture from Jim Neutron. Do you remember that?
I remember it. I don't know why that comes into your head for this, but I remember it.
Yeah, I mean, well,
you said, "Look, Jimmy, I drew a frog."
Yeah, and it's like a happy frog. It's like Jimmy's
thanks. Jimmy's like, "That's great, Carl." That's how I feel being on this podcast.
Oh, nice. No, I thought because of they're both on Nickelodeon, I thought it would be like a good reference, but I guess not.
Maybe next time.
Next time. But yeah, they're making posters. Uncle Iroh he's getting his own tea shop.
Yep, he's moving up in the world. He's done so good. He made this tea shop so good that some other dudes are like, "We want you to open your own tea shop." And you know what? Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. Something very important came to mind that you skipped over in the last. So you said Sokka was making posters because Aang and the gang are making missing posters for Appa.
Yeah.
And you didn't even talk about how Judy comes back and says, "Don't do that."
All right. Yeah.
But something else, I don't want to call it important, happens here. You didn't notice what Momo was doing in this scene?
Momo. He was, I don't know, I forgot.
I almost don't want to tell you because we've finally gotten to a place, after season 1, we're here in season 2. You started season 1, you not a fan of Momo, and then Momo kind of won you over.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I tell you this, not like Momo anymore, and you're gonna blame somebody else. So they're all interacting and talking, and Toph is just kind of like laying there, picking it up. Momo is licking Toph's feet. In this scene.
I don't know why I don't remember this.
You blocked it out.
I guess so.
You saw it and you refused to acknowledge it.
Oh, I guess. I mean, I do hate. I think by now at least I do. I hate Toph's dirty ass feet. I guess I blocked it then.
Yeah,
he was licking it.
Man, like it was an ice cream cone.
I guess it tasted like vanilla.
Oh, don't say that. All right. I think Toph is a badass, and I love Momo. I think he's great. But we're right here in the final episode of season of our discussion of season 2 here,
Yeah.
we are going to label Momo a certified freak.
Yeah, he is. He marked my calendar on that one right there. If there was a Momo calendar, that I'll be
Yeah,
checked off right there.
freak.
Um, well, Aang, he's been waiting to rescue
Yeah,
Appa, but he got pissed. He's like, you know what? He's done following the rules.
yeah. Judy shows up and she says, "Putting up those posters is illegal. Don't do that. We're all gonna get in trouble." And then they're like, "Judy, last time we talked to you, you were a different person. Like literally, an entire new lady. What's going
All
on?"
right.
She's like, "No, I'm Judy."
Well,
Yeah,
we'll find out why is that.
yeah. Then Iroh's getting poached to open a new tea shop. And did you like his current boss came in and was like, "No, he works for me. Get out of here."
No, man, he's gonna lose his best worker. Why would he do that? I understand.
Yeah, he's it's rough. It's rough out there.
And Boss Singh say, I think later on in the episode, Jet meets Katara.
Yes,
Uh,
man. When Katara sees Jet in this episode, she immediately goes for the kill shot.
yeah.
She's like, "Get this fucker out of here."
I mean, I get it. She doesn't trust him at all after what happened last time.
She's at her wit's end. She's violent at the end of this season in a lot of spots.
Yeah, a little bit. But Jet, he want to help find Appa as well. And he's telling the truth because I believe Toph can tell by the heartbeat through the ground. I think.
Yeah, it's essentially the same thing Daredevil does.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. But yeah, Jet want to help.
Yeah,
Also,
and that
Jet's gang showed up as well,
yeah.
and
After Jet kind of leads them on a little uh detective work, to he's like, "I think I know where Appa is." Uh, they meet this old guy sweeping up, and they're like, "Where's Appa?" And he's like, "I don't know. Don't ask old Sweepy."
that guy reminds me of remember in Avengers the first one.
I knew you were gonna say that. Harry Dean Stanton
Yeah,
cameo in the Avengers.
he was he was sweeping when the Hulk was there. And he was like,
Yeah,
"Ah, da, da."
big and
Wow,
green and butt ass nude.
he
Yeah,
was pretty much that. Um, Great. I'm glad you knew I was gonna say that. Uh, but yeah, so they are going to go to the lake.
yeah.
Uh,
Uh, they so like you said, they come across um Jet's gang, and they're like, "Jet, what happened? You disappeared." And he's like, "No, I didn't." And everyone's like, "Jet, I thought you said you were here to help us." He's like, "Yeah, I am." And then Toph gives a little test, and he's like, "Okay, well, Jet's not lying, and they're not lying. That means one of these people doesn't know that they're lying, which means Jet's
mm,
been brainwashed." And
yes.
man, it's at this point where I'm like, Jet can't catch a break. I
No.
know he was a bit of a terrorist back in the day, but you just have to feel bad for the guy. He can't catch a break.
No, man. He got hypnotized.
Luckily, they're not too rough on him here. They essentially just sit him down and they're like, "We gotta unhypnotize you. We gotta find out where you were." And
Yeah.
they basically trace it back to the lake because they're like, "Oh, Judy mentioned Lake Lao Guy, so let's go to Lake Lao Guy."
Yeah.
And
And
here they find a big ass facility.
huge one. They see a lot of Joe D's there too.
They're just making them in a factory.
I don't know about that. It's kind of it's a
a
little
little sus.
yeah, a little sus. We see a lot of Joe D's there. Um, Zuko found Appa.
Yeah. So earlier in the tea shop, Zuko sees one of those flyers, one of the posters. He's like, "Avatar's in the city. Got to find the Avatar." And Iroh was like, man, just let it go. Don't worry about it. Just be chill, man. He's like, no, gotta find him. So he immediately suits up as the Blue Spirit. He's like, I'm gonna find him. Does his own detective work, and yes, he also makes it to the Lake Laogai facility
Yes.
and finds Appa. We think
Yeah.
Aang's gonna find him, but then Zuko walks in.
Yeah, usually Zuko always intervenes on Aang's story. I get it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Appa
What I
is in Lake Laogai.
Yeah, locked up by the Clancy Brown and his secret police,
Uh,
the Dai Li. That's what they're called.
Daily, yes.
Um, what I really liked about this is Zuko's here and he's like, all right, I've got the Avatar's Bison. I'm going to find the Avatar, going to do the stuff. And Iroh's like right behind him. Iroh's like, huh, the Blue Spirit, eh? I wonder when I meet you. And Zuko's immediately like, Uncle, what are you doing here? You know it's me. Shut up. What are you doing here? I love that Iroh is so good. Also found the base. He tracked
Yeah,
Zuko here, and he had no problems getting in. And there's another part in a following episode which like implies slash reveals that not only did Iroh know that the Avatar was in the city because he saw him earlier flying around, but
mhm.
like he knew exactly where in the city they were. In a different episode coming up, he like goes directly to them. Like Iroh's on top of everything, and he's only acting whatever makes Zuko make the best decisions.
Yeah. I mean,
He's a good
yeah,
unk.
he's good unk. He's a good chameleon.
Yeah.
Um, but Longfang uh guards are fighting Zuko, and you know, you know how Jet are like. Remember in Captain America, Winter Soldier,
Okay.
where what's his name? Zemo. He controlled the Winter Soldier by saying these type of phrase. It's the same
All
thing
right.
like
That
Longfang.
that was Civil War, but I'm with you. Go on.
Oh, Civil War. My bad. Yeah, in Civil War, that's what he did, and this is the same thing's happening here with
Yep.
Longfang. Talking to Jet, and he's the phrase he says is the Earth Kingdom invited you to Lake Laogai, and then boom
Yeah.
comes the Winter Soldier.
Yep. He turns to fight Aang. He was they're putting up some good work. I thought it was funny when they come in this big room and they're like, "Where's Appa?" And they just immediately see a bunch of Dai Li on the ceiling being Spider Man.
Yeah.
They're all doing like some of them are like straight up upside down. Like, what are you doing up there?
I mean, that's
Um, but yeah, they fight him off the best they can. Jet's trying to help, but Jet is brainwashed and turns to fight him. They get Jet to snap out of it,
yeah.
and Jet's like, "All right, that's it." He runs at Lao Fei, and yeah, TKO, man. He's down. He took like a
Yeah.
rock to the skull.
Yeah. Okay. At that point, I was thinking, okay, I think he died.
It was a
Did
tough
he?
hit. Like it's a kids show, so they don't show anything too overly violent, but I feel like you really feel the impact of that hit there. You're like, oh no, Jet. And yeah, as the Dai Li kind of like retreat away, Clancy Brown gives his little like foolish boy kind of speech. He runs
Mhm.
away. Uh, they're all huddled around Jet, and Jet says, "Go on, I'll be fine." And then Toph is like, "He's lying.
Yeah.
He's dying." We
That's
get
um. That's some good writing there.
yeah, it is really good.
um. But yeah, they left. We don't know if Jet died or not. But Appa he escaped, and wait. He started wailing havoc at the Earth Kingdoms.
Yeah, he they get outside to fight more Dai Li and escape, and then Clancy Brown is like, "I'm gonna get you. You're done, son." But then Appa comes in from the sky like Top Gun Maverick, and he starts knocking dudes over, smashing through rocks, grabs Clancy Brown by the ankle, flings him into the dude. He skipped. He skipped twice in the
Yeah.
water.
Man.
And big happy reunion, big group hug. Everyone's crying and hugging Appa. Great, great, great end to the Lost Appa arc.
Finally. It's been like what, 5 episodes that we've been missing Appa?
Just about half the season,
Yeah.
something like that.
Um Uncle Iroh was, trying to teach or giving Zuko an ultimatum like before Appa escaped. Like, hey
Yeah,
man, you're not thinking things through.
yeah,
You're just going at it, and he's right. He's not just using
yeah.
his big old brain.
It is funny in the sense that Zuko's like, I just got to get this bison out of here, and Iroh says, "Then what? Where's
Hmm.
he gonna go? Our apartment." He's also telling him like, just don't. No one's asking you to do this. Your dad sucks.
Yeah,
Don't bother. Just make tea with me. We're happy, dude. And
easy life.
and then Zuko did make the good guy decision to just let Appa go.
Yeah.
And leading into the next episode, that decision to be a good guy, it hurt him. It almost killed him.
Pretty much. It's like,
He got sick from not being evil.
yeah, it's like good deeds are a virus for him.
There's here's if I can get extra nerdy here for a second. In the game Dungeons and Dragons, there's something called character alignment. It's
Mhm.
the thing you see where it's just like, oh, someone is chaotic neutral or lawful good, that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And you're supposed to act your character alignment, and if you change your character alignment, then that like should have consequences for your character. And that's essentially what he did here. He went
Mm.
from chaotic neutral, and he became like chaotic good or something like that for a second, and it made him so sick that he started like passing out. And in the next episode, he's like in bed dying.
He okay. Yeah. Let's get into it. So, episode 17, the Earth King, the name of the episode, and yeah, Zuko fainted. He was basically, like in um the Exorcist movie.
Yeah,
Blair, she's pretty much on the bed in the entire movie. That's what Zuko
right.
was.
I think it's a little different.
Besides the possession, but
Besides Pazuzu,
oh, ooh. um, but yeah, the gang is trying to reach
the
to Dai Li.
yeah, the gang says like, well, we were only following the rules because we didn't have Appa, but now we have Appa, so
At
they
first,
immediately charge the capital
at first,
palace, and they're like, we're getting to the Earth King, the Earth
well,
Emperor.
they got captured. They're held not hostage, but they're just captured by them.
They got all the way there though. Like
Yeah, they
they
did.
only got captured like right at the finish line when they really had no other choice but to like because they weren't going to run anymore. They're like, well, we found the king, we have to stop. Then they get slapped the cuffs on.
Yeah, and they're just talking Appa, bit Long Fang.
Mm.
That's always nice to see.
He's got
Um,
a big tooth mark on his ankle.
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
they're trying to stack up the proof. Be like, your dude is evil. The Dai Li is evil, and there's a war going on. We got to show you. So
yeah,
they're
they're trying
like,
to convince them.
they take the king to see like the drill on the wall. Alfei's like, construction. It's a big. We're building a wall here, man. And I'm like, you're an earthbender. You don't need a drill.
uh, Going back to Zuko, he was dreaming about the future, like as the king, and that can happen.
A distorted future where he's dreaming of himself as the Fire Lord, and he's got two dragons, and one has the voice of Azula, and one has the voice of Iroh, like the angel and devil on the shoulder. Emperor's New Groove.
Oh, good. That's a good movie.
It is a good movie. Yeah, so just lays out completely bare the Zuko's entire inner monologue. Like the Zula voice dragon is telling him, like, you do evil shit, be evil. We're gonna be Fire Nation. We're gonna get the Avatar. And we're gonna build that wall. And the Iroh one is just like, don't be evil, just be chill. Come on. And Zuko's like, what do I do? Who do I listen to?
I mean, if I was Zuko,
Dragon that I hate or the Uncle Dragon that I love? Who do I listen to?
yeah, I would just listen to your uncle. I mean, you've been with your uncle the entire show. Just listen to him.
Yeah, he does. He does come out of the his little metamorphosis, his little transformation from the first Spider-Man movie.
Oh,
It's kind of what it is.
yeah.
And he decides, I'm not going to be evil. I'm going to be happy with my uncle. Forget everything else.
There was a part where Zuko was Aang.
Yeah, I like that part because in this dream vision, he doesn't have his his face scar.
Yeah.
So there's that part where he looks in the mirror and he sees, you know, the 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 Airbender arrow on his head, implying maybe he and the Avatar are not so different, like they shouldn't be fighting or whatever. But he notices that he doesn't have the scar before he notices that he's got a big arrow on his head. It's like a double whammy. He's like, oh.
That's even worse. That kind of freaked me out. It's like when Momo was a human in that one episode.
Licking people's feet.
Stop it.
He's a freak.
He is. Well, speaking back to the gang, they showed the king the drill, and they're like, all right, Longfang, you're arrested.
Yeah, he's like, I've seen enough. Arrest this dude. Put him in jail. And the two Dai Li agents are like, we do. what do we? Well, all right. And they arrest him.
Boom.
Later, when he's in his little prison cell, they're like, we're still loyal. Don't worry. We're going to get you out of here.
Yeah. From the inside. The gang was trying to convince to attack the Fire Nation during the solar eclipse. Hopefully that plan will pan out.
Yeah, it looks like the Earth King is up for it. We really seem to be at a happy ending for the season at this point.
Yeah.
The evil Dai Li is defeated. The Zuko has had a metamorphosis. We got Appa back.
Do you remember those books, the Metamorphosis books?
The books?
Yeah, like it's like a children book.
You're not talking about the Kafka novel where the guy wakes up as a bug?
No.
Are you talking about Animorphs?
Yeah, sorry,
okay.
Animorphs.
All right, two very different points in literature we just went for there, but no, yeah, Animorphs.
Okay, yeah, I remember reading like a guy becoming a squirrel. Good times.
Would there be an Animorphs book of you becoming Momo?
Oh.
And then you see someone's feet?
No. Let's not do that, man. But yeah, so far good ending until Toph meets the parents.
Yeah, we're all happy ending, and then we get to a point where everyone is coming to reasons to go their separate ways.
Yeah.
Aang gets the letter that was attached to Appa that was from the guru at the air temple.
The love guru.
No, stop talking about the love guru.
Okay.
They get word of the location of Sokka and Katara's father, so Sokka's going to go meet up with him. Katara's going to stay with the Earth King to, continue like the plans for the invasion of the Fire Nation. And Toph gets a notice that like her mom's in town, and like she's like, "Oh, my mom! I do miss my mom," and it sounds like she understands that I'm not a baby anymore, and I'm cool, and I can Earthbend, and I want to go talk to her. So everyone goes their separate ways temporarily, and they're like, "All right, we're going to meet back up. Everything will be great," or will it?
Nope. Toph was trying to meet her parents, but then it was a trap. Those
By
guys.
Triple H.
Oh, is that Triple H? No.
I just called him Triple H back in the wrestling episode because he's booking the show.
Yeah,
and he's got long hair.
Yep, that is Triple H then. I don't know who his name is, but I guess we'll call him Triple H. I was gonna call him the desert guy.
I've been calling him Triple H.
All right, Triple H.
Triple H and the nerdy teacher.
We call the nerdy teacher
the genius.
Yeah,
from WWF.
Yeah, let's do that. So those guys trapped Toph in a steel cage.
Yeah, big iron box, big metal box. That's the important part. It's metal, and Earthbenders can't bend metal.
Oh, well, maybe not. We'll see in the next episode. But before this episode ends, something big happened.
Yeah. So as they're all leaving and Toph's getting captured, they get word that the Kyoshi Warriors are here. The Kyoshi Warriors in town to come talk to the Earth King. And Sokka's like, I know the Kyoshi Warriors. They're pretty cool. One kissed me one time.
Yes, sir.
Because he's got Riz. And
yep.
So 3 Kyoshi Warriors walk on up, and the Earth King is like, awesome, Kyoshi Warriors, great to have you here. So happy you're here. And then we see who the Kyoshi Warriors are, and one of them starts talking, and that's Azula.
You know, when this episode ended, I was like, they are acting strange. Until the next episode, I'm like, oh, I'm dumb. That is them.
You didn't realize that was Azula?
No, I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's Azula, Ty Lee, and May. And, that has big implications, doesn't it? Because the last time we saw Azula, what was she doing? Do you remember?
Yeah, they're fighting them.
It was in the Appa episode, and they showed up and started fighting the Kyoshi Warriors, and Suki was like, Appa, go, we'll take care of it. And now, it looks like the Kyoshi Warriors lost.
They lost, and they might be dead.
We have no idea what's going on there. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy!
Yeah, man. But yeah, that was the Earth King episode. I don't have any interesting facts besides that those were the trio of Kyoshi Warriors. That's my interesting fact, I guess.
Animorphs.
Yeah, there we go. Animorphs and metamorphoses are two different things.
Yes, it is.
That's the interesting fact. All right, the season finale of season 2 was broken into 2 parts in streaming. Yeah. Let's talk about the first part, which is the Guru,
the love guru.
Thank you, Mike Myers.
Now you got me doing it.
Yeah, Mike Myers, man. Come on. So
it's a good movie, Abrar.
It's not a good movie, but it's you know what I did watch or try to watch? Grown Ups 2. That movie is dog shit.
Whoa!
I was trying to
on the Avatar video.
Yeah, I was watching. I was like, man, this is not as good as the first one, nor is it not even funny. I was disappointed. I couldn't even rate it.
Isn't Shaq in Grown Ups 2?
He is. I think he was the best part until I closed the channel.
And you said tried to watch, so you maybe didn't even get this far. if I have my facts correct, I believe Stone Cold Steve Austin is in that movie.
Yeah, it was a scene where they are doing. It was Adam Sandler's daughter. She was doing some
It
something.
doesn't matter. You
Yeah,
don't have to get to that facts correct.
Stone Cold was in there. Then I just stopped watching.
Man, you stopped watching Grown Ups too, but can I say this? Can I edit this out if you don't want this out there?
Oh, go ahead. I
You
wanted it out.
you like the movie Jack and Jill.
I I will leave this in. I love Jack and Jill. What are you talking about? It's a great
My
movie.
God. So, all right, we're gonna
Got
address
Katie
that.
Holmes.
I'm gonna let Abrar live in the world he lives in. I want the listeners to know to think about this. If this guy says he loves Jack and Jill, Adam Sandler, and he couldn't even watch Grown Ups 2, what does that mean for Grown Ups 2? What could
That
that
me,
possibly mean? You know what I mean? That's insane.
man. All I want to say is Grown Ups 2. No, I'm sorry, not Grown Ups 2. Jack and Jill is a watchable movie.
No, it is not. No, it is not. You just love the Dunkachino. That's the only.
No, I like I like the Conchino and I like the little kid has like the bird on his back going crazy, and the guy's like I'm just kidding. And there's some good parts in the movie, man. It's good
This
stuff.
this is our last episode of the podcast. There's
Oh
no
no!
way we're not coming back after this one.
Come on, we gotta finish season 3. But
All right, for season 3,
let,
not for Jack
let's
and Jill.
all right. Season finale. The Guru. Zuko is acting different. He's more happy.
Yes, he's completely different. He's like, "Good morning, Uncle. It's a great day, isn't it? Beautiful day in this beautiful kingdom. Let's make some beautiful tea." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, he's a different guy. He's like a new person, pretty much.
I
Aang, yeah.
wish Zuko continued this happy life and went and called that Earth Kingdom girl back
Oh,
from his date. I wish that my man deserves to be happy.
I mean, if only they have phones, I think it'd be a lot different.
Maybe someday.
Oh, are there phones in season 3?
There are no phones in season 3.
Yeah. Well, Aang.
That's all I'll say.
Okay, I guess I have to believe you. Aang will meet the Guru.
Love Guru.
He will meet Mike Myers. Sokka meets his dad. That's a great moment.
Yeah, great moment.
Uh,
Katara's in like a meeting with all the Earthbender generals,
yeah,
and Momo's messing around, knocking stuff over, and Katara makes a joke, and everyone just stares at her.
it's tough, man. It's
Yeah,
tough.
tough crowd.
Um,
And Toph is being transported back in that metal box.
yeah, she's kidnapped.
So who do we want to cover first? What happens to who first? Let's talk about Katara first.
Okay.
So Katara, like I said, she's in the meeting with the generals, and she's like, "All right, we've got the plans. I'm going to take these plans to the Earth King." So she goes with Momo to the Earth King, and she's like, "Earth King, check this out." And then I don't even remember if the Earth King is there or if just Azul is there, but essentially the fake Kyoshi warriors are there. Everyone's like, "Look, it's the Kyoshi warriors," and Katara's like, "No, the fuck, it's not!" And they immediately jump her, attack her, slap the cuffs on Momo,
Yeah.
throw her in the pit. They throw her in the hole.
Well, Katara. I think before that, I think Katara encountered Zuko at the tea shop.
Oh
Was
yeah,
that?
you are correct. She goes into the tea shop, sees Zuko, and that is what happens. She runs to the palace and is like, Zuko's in the city. And Azula's like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah,
Um,
like you said, the Katara alerted the trio that Zuko was there, but yeah, they got handcuffed with
yeah,
Momo.
she gets thrown in the hole, like I said, and then Zuko and Iroh are, because of this information, invited to the palace to serve their awesome tea, and they're all happy. They're like, "Yeah, we're gonna serve tea to the king. That's pretty cool." And they get there, and Zuko's like, "Man, life has literally never been better than this moment right now." And then his sister walks in, and all bets are off. Life is
Man,
immediately shit again.
it's it happens. The what happened there, and then I think I call Iroh was like, all right, let's get out, and then I think
It,
he used like a
do,
dragon breath.
yeah, he said, "Do you want to know why they call me the Dragon of the West?" And he does
Yeah,
this cool fire breathing move.
yeah, he did
It's
his
pretty good.
Clint Eastwood line there.
Yeah, it kind of was. Yeah,
Um, they escaped.
Iroh escaped. He's like, "Zuko, let's go. Let's jump out this
Yes.
window." Ah, and Zuko says, "No, you know what? My sister." And then he runs back in. Immediately loses. In the cards
Uh,
for him.
yeah, and then oh man,
And then he's chucked in the same hole that Katara was in.
was is that in the second part or the first part?
Uh, because these are all they're put together in one thing, kind of bleeds together a little bit. So we're just gonna go from character to character for a moment, and
All
then
right.
we'll come back to them and assume that's the next part. Uh, we'll cover Toph next.
Yes, tough.
Pretty simple, but pretty cool. She's stuck in the metal box, and they're like, "There ain't no way you're getting out of that metal box, even though metal is made out of earth. It's not earth anymore. Now it's metal."
Yeah,
And Top is like, "All right, you know what? She becomes the world's first metal bender."
yeah, she bends the metal. And then I like the part where the Triple H and the Genius they're like stuck in the cage. They're like, oh man, we're gonna be here forever.
She gets out, she shoves them in, and leaves them to die. I'm assuming they're dead.
um, yeah, they are
I
dead.
don't know if we ever see them again. I think they're just gonna die in there.
Damn.
Oh well. And then she does that cool thing where she like rock sprints. She like uses the earth to push her forward. She sprints
Mhm.
all the way home.
Yeah, it's like that one show. I think it's called the
Animorphs.
Avatar. And thank you, Animorphs was a part of Animorphs there.
Was it a show?
I think it was.
I don't know.
For
There's
those
no
who
way
are
of knowing.
listening, just comment down below. Let us know that is a show.
Is there an Animorph show, and did you watch it?
Yeah, Toph escaped, and let's go into Sokka. So he met his dad. Great moment. Bato, aka Johnny Tsunami,
Okay.
uh, alerts Sokka's dad that someone's coming, and then to be ready for battle.
Yeah, not really a whole bunch going on with Sokka. I mean, Sokka's reunion with his dad is very important, and his, is very emotional, and Sokka's happy for once in his life. But the real important thing comes, spoilers, at the end of Sokka's bit here, where he leaves his dad again because
Yeah,
Aang is going to come back and be like, "We gotta go," and they're gonna part ways again for now. So that's kind of the most important thing. So uh, Aang, his journey is actually the most important one here at the moment.
Yes.
He goes back to the temple and he finds the Love Guru, and he says, "Love Guru, I got your note, and I need you to help me become the ultimate avatar. Help me out." And the Love
Yeah.
Guru was like, "All right, first thing we're going to do is I'm going to teach you about chakras."
Mhm.
And I love that he says, "Tell me everything you know about chakras." And Aang says, "What are chakras?" He's like, "Oh shit! All right." Um, it's a really cool way to explain that this idea of spiritual chakras. He shows them the pools and like the spinning energy in one, but it's blocked up, so you unclog it, and then the energy spins in all of them. It's a really neat way to get the viewers, particularly child's minds, to understand like why spiritually Aang unlocking these chakras would make him more powerful.
Yeah.
And then they kind of go one by one, and we get more things. We see like Aang's fears. He's clearly still afraid of his destiny now being to face the Fire Lord, and we'll
Mhm.
get into that in season 3.
Yeah.
And the things that he loves, things that he holds important. One by one, they unlock these chakras. And the Love Guru makes him drink onion and banana juice. Bro, would you drink that?
Uh, if you blend it and don't tell me what it is, I'll probably drink it.
Okay, I'll remember that. Um, uh, so we get to the end, real Luke Skywalker and Yoda situation. We get to the end where he's like, "All right, this is your last chakra. Once we do this, you can, be the avatar, ultimate avatar. You'll have control of the avatar state, the whole deal." And Aang's like, "Cool." So he's going through it all. He's walking through what looks like a big Kingdom Hearts stage,
Mhm.
with a big avatar state Aang at the end. And he's
Yeah.
about to finish it, and then the Love Guru says, "By the way, do this. You have to give up all your like wants and needs, and no more love." He's the anti-love guru. He says no
Yeah.
love. That's the twist. The heel
Yeah.
turn, not really a heel turn, but he says, "I'm not the love guru. I'm the no love guru."
Yeah.
And is like, "No love, love Katara."
Yeah, he has to let go. It's a tough thing for anything. Uh, I forgot to say that the guru is friends with monk Gyatso. Gotta remind myself that.
What do you think that means? This guy's
Uh,
old
I
now.
mean,
Now
no love, right?
either. Oh yeah, no love. Um, Implies one of two things. Uh, Either one, this guy is so powerful spiritually that he was alive 100 years ago,
Yeah,
uh, or two, I probably more likely he's so powerful spiritually that he can like tap into the spirit world and talk to spirits, and he's probably met Gyatso that way,
maybe.
maybe. Um,
Uh,
or surprise option number 3, maybe he himself is actually a spirit. I don't know. Uh, he is a powerful figure, and he is friends with Gyatso. Yeah, so whatever that means.
but yeah, Aang is trying to let go in his avatar state. He saw Katara in danger while being in the
Mm,
avatar state. The guru said, "If you leave now, you will never be in the avatar state." And
uh,
my boy dipped.
yeah, I say this not in like a judgmental way. I'm not saying like, oh, they just copied it, because obviously you're allowed to take inspiration from things. But like here on out, Aang's journey, it's literally The Empire Strikes Back. Luke
Uh,
saw Leia and Han in trouble, left Yoda, went to Cloud City, and it didn't go so well.
no, no. Yeah, it is. If you put it that way, it is
Yeah,
Star Wars. All right. I mean, it's still a good story.
but yeah,
Uh,
no, it's good. It works. Yeah, so he's told, you leave now. You won't be able to enter the Avatar state at all. That's how he said it, and they repeated it a couple times. And Aang is like, I don't fucking care about that. Get out of the way. He leaves. I gotta go save Katara. I love Katara. So and he gets Sokka from his dad. Like, your sister's in trouble. We gotta go. They're flying on the way back. They see Toph running around. Like, get on, Toph. Katara's in trouble. We gotta go. And then they're on their way.
Yeah, it was a great, gathering. Like, all right, let's assemble. Let's go.
All the while, has met with Lao Fei in the prison, and she's like, I think, maybe the Dai Li and the Fire Nation can work together a little bit. And Lao Fei is like, cool.
Yeah, they cut a deal.
So when they get there, Azula has the entire Dai Li on her side, which is great because Lao Fei is like, we've taken over. Now it's my turn to betray you, Fire Princess. Get her, boys. And then nothing happens. And he's like, well, I've outplayed my hand.
Yeah.
He's immediately like, well, I guess I lost.
Yeah. Azula's charisma and leadership overtaken the guards.
She's just scary.
She is. From the get-go, remember, I was like, man, she's a bad bitch.
Oh, yes, sir.
I can't believe I said the B word on the Brown Boy Wonder podcast. I never said it
Crazy.
until now.
It's the first time you've ever said that word in your life. Unless we're not counting quoting the Predator handshake. We're not counting that.
Oh, no.
No, that's a freebie. Anyways, let's talk about Katara and Zuko down in the little prison hole.
Let's. I think that's in the last episode, but
definitely it's in the next episode. Yeah, you have an interesting fact for this half of the finale.
I don't.
You ran out of facts. There's no more.
I did. It's been so long. We've been doing this since March 15th, and right now we're recording. Right now it's June 3rd, and now I ran out of facts.
Wow. Facts only lasted 3 months.
That's what I'm saying. End of part 1. Zuko and Iroh are invited to the tea shop. I think we already mentioned this. And the thing, Zula just gave a little smirk at the end of the Guru episode.
The Love Guru. Yeah.
All right. Now the season finale. This episode is called "The Crossroads of Destiny."
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny.
Not a great movie, but I can watch it again.
It was no better or worse than the fourth one, I think.
What's this guy? I forgot his name, but he missed the desert.
Sala?
Yeah, there we go. Sala missed the desert.
He
All
did.
right. Where we go here from here? So Azula is giving orders to the Earth Kingdom.
Yeah, she's in charge.
Yeah, she's in charge. Aang met with Sokka and Toph, of course, and Aang lied about completing the Avatar state.
Yeah, they're like, you did it, right? And he's like, sure. Most of it. We know.
Yeah. And then we just mentioned that Iroh uses Dragon Breath, Zuko face Zula, and Zuko gets captured and puts in the same place where Katara is.
Yeah, this is an interesting little meeting. Again, Katara is in her angry phase. She's like, you suck. And Zuko says, yeah, I know. He's pretty defeated. They come to have like a heart to heart. They're sitting there talking about, because she's like, your stupid Fire Nation is the reason why I lost my mom. And he says, same, fam. And she's like, oh, real shit? And they talk.
Yeah, both their mothers passed away because of the Fire Nation, so they have some common ground there.
Um, he talks about his scar and how like it's just a reminder of his father hating him and all that horrible shit. And Katara's like, you know what? I've got this magic water from the North Pole. Maybe I could take your scar away. And he's like, no, it's a scar. It's not going anywhere. She's like, I don't know, dude. It's pretty magic. And she's legit about to try it. At that point is when Aang shows up. So,
Well, before we get into that, when they're having all the heart to heart thing, Uncle Iroh needs help, because
yeah,
he needs
this is
Zuko.
this is the part that I was referring to before. Because when they get back to the city, they're at their little like house apartment that they're in, and Iroh finds them there.
Yeah,
So like Iroh knew where to find the Avatar. I mean, maybe
pretty
with the
good.
big bison, it wasn't that hard, but I kind of take it to mean like he knew once he realized the Avatar was in the city, he made it his point to find out where, if for no other reason, maybe to keep Zuko away from him.
Hmm.
Um, so he comes to the Avatar and he's like, look, it's a great scene too because he knocks on the door and then they're like, oh shit, who could it be? And Top's like, no, I know this guy. This
Yeah.
is a guy that helped me out. A good pal of mine. Swings over the door. It's Iroh. He's just there smiling.
I feel like it's a movie at this point.
It's
I think
really
I feel like I've seen this
things
for
are
somewhere.
getting real.
Yeah. It's like an Avengers moment where even the bad guys needs help with the good guys, and they have to fight the common enemy. I don't think that's in Avengers, but it's in most movies.
Yeah,
Um, so they gotta work together. General Hao, I did not know that was his name. The general of the Earth Kingdom,
yeah.
right? Hao, yeah, General
Maybe
Hao, and I think
I'm
so.
taking your word for it, dude.
Yeah, General Hao and the rest of the Earth Kingdom gets house arrested because of Zula, because she's taking over. So you see one by one they getting arrested.
She gets all the generals.
Yeah. Also Sokka and Toph and Momo, they got arrested as well. Um
uh,
Bang. Yeah.
yeah. Aang and Iroh have a nice little scene together where they're going in the tunnels, right?
Yeah,
To
the tunnel.
find the underground wherever Zuko and Katara are being held. I liked this because we talked about last time how the voice actor for Iroh Mako passed away while doing the season, and how the Tales of Ba Sing Se episode is attributed to him. This is like we get a nice scene of like Iroh voiced by Mako still with Aang, and he's giving him like a little heart to heart pep. He's just giving him real talk.
Yeah.
They're having a real talk moment, and Aang is like, it's like I was told that I had to give up love to get my power, and I couldn't do it. And Ira was like, "Shit, dude, I wouldn't do it either."
uh I pointed at my TV like
Oh,
Leo.
like yeah, in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Go on.
Yes. When Iroh said the name of the episode, Crossroads of Your Destiny.
He's a wise man.
Do you know that that was the name of the episode
I
when he
did.
said it?
Yeah,
Oh no,
I
no,
think.
Iroh.
Oh, did he know?
Did he know?
Uh, maybe he too is very powerful spiritually.
Mm. Well, Azula. So they found Zuko and Katara. Trying to save
Yeah.
them.
Katara hugged Aang. Iroh hugged Zuko. Aang and Zuko mean mugged each other.
But then Azula came by and trapped Iroh. As when Aang and Katara left, and Azula needs Zuko to win. She wants to
Mm.
join her side.
This is Zuko's crossroads of destiny. His
Yeah,
final ultimate choice, definitively, what side do you stand on? And as this
man,
battle ensues, he chooses wrong.
dude, I got so mad. I'm like, what is the point of the past whole season? Literally, I got really mad. I was like, you know what? Maybe I just should stop Avatar. But
No.
Zuko
He
made the wrongest choice of his life.
did. He did.
Like, what's the point of the season? He was, the Zuko alone episode.
Yeah.
You see all these things, redeeming qualities.
Yep.
But then he's like, all right, let me just join my sister. What is this?
He backslid, man. All I'll say is there's another season. Keep
All right,
watching.
all right.
We're not done yet. But he went on a journey of self improvement, and he was getting results. And all it takes is that one toxic person
Hmm,
to ruin everything.
man, that's terrible. Well, they're all
He
Aang and Zuko are fighting. Everyone's just
he's
fighting.
he's fighting Aang. Katara is fighting Azula. Um, Worth mentioning, Katara's really holding her own here in battle.
Yes.
Against Azula specifically, who's probably one of the strongest fighters in the show. But Katara is, if it wasn't for Zuko being there as well, I think Katara probably could have won.
Probably.
Um,
But
yeah, they get
dang.
surrounded, like all the Dailies there again. I think this is around the time where how Faye gets betrayed by trying to
Yeah.
betray. And then this is Aang's moment where he's like, "We're so dead unless I do the thing." So he makes a little gem tent for himself. Also, did you like when he made that armor?
I like
Made the
that.
little gem armor, and then it didn't work,
No, I
but it
didn't.
was cool. Uh, he he's like, I've gotta open the chakra. I've gotta let Katara go. He says, "Sorry, Katara," and then he does it. He does the thing. He enters the Avatar state. He's glowing blue. He's going up. Then he gets shot in the fucking heart.
Yeah, it was the lightning strike by Zula.
Lightning strike. You see the lightning strike, like on his back, uh, and you see like the exit wound on his foot too. You see where it came
Yeah.
out. Um,
Yikes.
man, oh man. So, they've been building up to this while. We've learned a while ago that hey, Avatar state's really powerful, but if you die in the Avatar state, no more Avatar. The
Yeah,
the cycle is broken.
that's what's his name? Avatar. What's his name? The original Avatar or Avatar Roku.
I said it 2 times. Avatar Roku.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes, Roku. I'm sorry. I'm just so
Uh,
pissed at Zuko right now. But yeah,
it's okay.
Ruko. Uh,
Roku.
Roku.
He says like if you die, he says what Sonic the Hedgehog says in Wreck It Ralph. If you die outside your game,
You die for real.
yeah.
Damn. Wow, Wreck-It
Um,
Ralph stole this? They stole Avatar?
sure. Why not? Um, yeah. So we've had that foreshadowing. Don't die in the Avatar state, or else the whole thing is over. And uh, I think very on purpose, a couple episodes ago, when Jet dies,
Hmm.
so Jet gets fatally wounded, and Katara tries to heal with the water, and it's not working. And he says, "Go, I'll be fine," and he's dead. I think that was on purpose to show, leading up to this, like, hey, water healing doesn't always. It's not going to get the job done always. Like, if something's bad, it's really bad. And then in this very episode, we're reminded of the special healing water from the North
Yeah.
Pole, like special occasion, only can be used once. Uh, thing. Um, So it's a good thing she had that, because if not, so they do escape. Iroh kind of holds them off. Tara grabs and gets out of there. The whole gang gets on Appa and takes off.
Yeah.
Zuko stands by his sister, who says, "It took the Fire Nation like 100 years, but we finally conquered Bossing. Say, you and me, brother." And he's like, "I betrayed my uncle." And Iroh looks pissed. Iroh looks as pissed as you.
Oh, I am literally Uncle Iroh. I have the big beard. I'm bald, dude. It's crazy. Yeah, Katara
And
healed Aang, right? A little bit.
with she used this special water, and like, is it gonna work? He kind of like moves, flickers, takes a breath, like he's alive. I think it's safe to say definitively going out of this season into the next, Aang is alive, but man, they lost.
Yeah, it's like Luke when Darth cut his hand off. It's pretty
That's
much
what I'm
you're right.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So season 1 is New Hope, and then season 2 is Empire Strikes Back. So that means season 3 is Return of the Jedi.
Ewoks. We're gonna get Ewoks.
You oh no, the Ewoks are the penguins from
The Penguins are gonna come back.
from season 1. So the penguins are gonna help Aang. So my prophecy is true.
No, you said the Penguins were gonna turn on Aang.
Oh shit!
It'd be like if the Ewoks helped the Empire win.
Ugh, I don't want to see that. At the end of the finale, we just see that the Earth Kingdom has fallen.
Yep, tragic stuff.
But yeah, that was season 2 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. So what are your thoughts of rewatching season 2?
Beautiful fucking show. I know. It's weird, right? Because this is what our 8th, 9th episode of the podcast talking about this show.
Around there,
I don't think I've said a bad word about it, other than Momo being a freak. Other than that,
I forgot about that.
Other than that, I haven't really said anything negative about this show, because it's hard. There's nothing bad to say. The show's good.
No, yeah.
Like, there's no reason a kid show on Nickelodeon had any right to go as hard as this show does.
Yeah, it gets each episode gets better and better. I know they take things from movies and shows and put into this like storyline.
Sure, but everything does that.
Yeah, true. But it still works, and that's why this is a great show. Even though I kind of hated this finale, but
hey, if you hate Zuko, if you're mad at Zuko, there will be characters in the next season that are right there with you.
Right now, Zuko, in my morale, he's 0 right now. He's a 0 for me.
Hey, if more Star Wars, look at what I don't know. I don't know if it's sacrilegious to quote the new trilogy, but look at Kylo Ren, right? He killed Han Solo.
Wait a minute.
He redeemed himself at the end. You don't think there's a chance for?
Wait a minute. Are you saying Zuko is gonna lightsaber Uncle Iroh?
Is that your prediction?
No, I think Momo will. Momo will kill Uncle Iroh.
Maybe Zuko will kill Momo.
Ooh.
He'll like take off his shoe, and Momo will come to like eat his feet, and then Zuko will just like squish his brains.
Oh my god. Sounds like a Mortal Kombat fatality.
It does. I don't like this because I like Momo. He's a little freak, but he's our little freak, all right? I don't advocate any Momo harm.
No, okay, I don't want onion banana juice, and I do not want Momo licking my feet. Don't want that.
Well, some things can't be stopped.
All right, well, let's end it here. This was the season finale of season 2 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Hopefully in a few weeks or next week or whenever, we'll be talking about season 3, the last season of the show.
Season 3. I preemptively did the math on this.
Math.
Going forward for season 3, we're going to watch 6 episodes at a time.
6. Okay.
Or discuss 6 episodes because there are various story arcs like in season 3 that are 2-part episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we did our normal 5 or so, we would like sometimes it like ends around like in the middle of those 2-parters or whatever. But if we do 6 episodes, then it's we talk about 6, talk about the next 6, we talk about the next 6, and then then it's the finale.
Yeah, I saw that the finale is like a movie length, an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's 4 episodes long.
Okay, so that's his own
that'll
thing
be
then.
cool. Yeah.
That'll be his own episode.
So our plan is 4 more podcast episodes of Avatar, and then we're done.
Then and this shows is over until they make a movie. Oh,
They
already
are
did.
they are
They are?
making. Well, so we'll talk more about the future after we wrap up this next season. How about that?
Well, if I can insert a meme here, it's like I'm like Squidward when he sees the future and he says future.
That's good. I like that.
Oh,
Everything was Chrome.
Chrome. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm literally using Google Chrome.
Oh yes, sir.
But yeah, Skyler, where can the audience or the listeners, the pod listeners, find you?
Nowhere worthwhile on as far as socials go, unfortunately. But I do have something to say here, something to plug.
Plug.
After a little bit of research, turns out there is an Animorphs TV show. It went on for 2 seasons, and it stars Sean Ashmore. I knew he had some connection to it. So yeah, there's
Where can you watch it?
TV show. All right, I don't know about that. Circle back to me.
Well, of course, you can listen to this podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. Of course, I have a Instagram page called The Brown Boy Wonder Podcast. I just post clips there. Just hang out there, comment if you will, if you want. Of course, you can follow this. I just said that too. But yeah,
it says here that you can watch the Animorph show on Tubi, Sling TV, apparently Amazon Prime, and Freevee. Now they're just making these up.
No, I know Freevee.
You can watch Animorphs on all of those for free. And according to this, you can buy Animorphs, rent Animorphs from Redbox for 1 penny. And I don't know if that's 1 penny per episode. But there's only 2 seasons, so do what you want to do.
Yeah, make sure you guys buy that. And of course, watch Jack and Jill. I mean, I think it's a classic of Adam Sandler.
Right. Do me a favor and don't watch Jack and Jill.
All right then. Well, till then, were there any catchphrases in this season?
Just one. 3, 2, 1. The Love Guru.
The Love Guru, Mike Myers.